We're just hanging out. The people can hang out with us.
Now we're big chilling. Shout out, shout out. I see a lot of Ontario in the chat. I see Nick. I see Parker, who I think is also in the bracket. Calamity. I see Shadrake, who will be commentating, I think, top 8. Okay, we're loading in the game again.
I'll say what PineappleBuns said in the chat, which is that both them and Blurr both just got home from work, so this is that straight off the grind gameplay.
Freshman Feud, fresh from work. All right, but they're entering in their tags. It seems like we're actually starting.
Perfect.
And you get, in an event like this, you get a pretty wide variety of, like, kind of knowledge of the scene as well. Like, you know, you never know if people are gonna, like, be doing stage bans for their first time or something.
Yeah. I think that's, like, one of the things that, over time, a lot of the matchups that have happened again and again between players who know each other, you know, we default to, oh, let's go to this stage because we know we're going to ban there already.
Right.
And I think that's one of the exciting things about game one, just sort of saying, oh, this is a matchup that I was sure that Green Hill Zone was going to get banned, but this player says, you know what, I'm actually open to that. Let's do it.
Yeah.
We're much more likely to see those extreme starter stages show up.
Yeah, I would agree. PineappleBuns hovering over Samus and Ganon. I don't know if either of those are actually going to be their pick. We seem like we're stalling on the character select again.
Yeah, we might be pausing for just a second. I'm sure things
if I
are sorting
at the
themselves
stream,
out.
we can actually get pronouns.
That's if you tab out of the stream? Oh, that is useful. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good to know.
I'll keep that muted there. Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, a bit of a hangout, a bit of a chill session. No problem whatsoever. Everyone, listen. We're all getting home from work. We're all like
Blurr.
the Crimson Blurr himself.
Oh, okay. So they're doing the stage bans on Smash GG. So we won't actually get to see them unless I go find them, which I could do while I'm waiting.
I mean, yeah. Why don't you pull it up for us? I'd be very curious because I don't even know their character picks yet.
That's true.
So this is where we had a bit of a gamble. I do hope it's Red Marth though. You sold me on it.
Yeah, someone in the chat has also made the Crimson Blurr connection. I don't think it is the same player, but you never know.
Especially that crimson color of P1 side.
It's true. It is currently a Crimson Blurr on the screen. What pool is this?
This is, I believe, pool 1.
Smash GG is so slow at loading each individual thing. I mean, we'll see soon enough what they struck to, but I'm curious if I can get some ahead of time information. Before.
You might not get the chance. Looks like we're getting Wario.
PineappleBuns playing Wario. We're playing Zelda. Okay. Interesting.
This is a matchup again that I've actually seen this matchup a lot because we had the Wanderer, Xtall, and Nuge playing in Hamilton a ton. And this, at least how they were playing it, ended up being a very pokey matchup, using a lot of spaced fairs and bears from Zelda, and obviously Wario being a character focused on like weaving his way in or using fast grounded movement, like burst options.
Seeing PineappleBuns warm up right now, we can already see that she's got a handle on movement and everything.
Yeah, it looks like we might be seeing a lot more of the spaced bear gameplay from Wario, at least with how we're initially starting. Huge Nuge, yeah, give it up for Huge Nuge in the chat.
Shout out Nuge, a classic Ontario player.
My boy getting married in 2 weeks.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're figuring out weddings in COVID.
True.
Waiting for your strike. Okay,
so they haven't done the stage strikes yet. Yeah. Maybe I still have a chance to get there in time. Yeah, I'll be interested to see. This is not going to be like well, I don't know. Zelda can probably combo Wario pretty hard, but
she can. But I think more importantly is she puts him off stage really quickly and like really frequently. I'm not catching. We've got some chat going on.
What was the stage? I like that we can read their back and forth. It's being broadcast to the world.
Okay, there we go. We are going to Smashville, which is
pretty
like
makes sense.
Yeah, a pretty neutral stage all in all.
I've got chat open, Nick. Don't worry. I've got it lined up so where I can see the gameplay in the chat right now.
Yeah,
I just have to tab out to look at bracket and stuff.
I've got my multi set up. I just feel so awkward turning away, and then everyone sees the side of my face. All right, let's see what's happening.
All right, Blurr's already. Oh.
You think some aggressive tools with those dash attacks? Zelda's dash attack really great if it connects, but definitely, obviously, like many dash attacks can be hard.
That's already a dead Wario.
Very quickly shooting all the way off.
Yeah, Blurr put on some real quick damage. That's another thing is that I'm saying this stuff about combos, but you know we might not see perfect DI, and you can definitely abuse that if you're aware.
Yeah, and I don't even think that's a matter of level of tournament. I think a lot of the times, even players at like larger events go for optimal combos, but sometimes you just gotta toss in a quick strong hit of Nair and see if they miss the
That's a very gambly down air. And
yeah,
now
it was.
She's down 2 stocks.
I felt like I watched Morix for a moment there.
That's true. Every Wario has that part in their brain that makes them do that, or go for just like raw side B. It's part of the character. Okay, snuck around that fireball. That was good. Now Zelda's off stage. Edgeguarding Zelda can be a little tricky. You really have to either catch the startup of teleport, which is probably slower than you'd expect, or like read where they're going to teleport to.
Yeah, it's not the easiest thing in the world, and it seems like Blurr's got a pretty good handle on playing with that fireball.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was looking nice. Some orbitals going.
Orbitals.
Blurr, okay, Motobag letting me know Blurr's from Massachusetts. That's useful info. I don't know where PineappleBuns is from. Okay, I kind of thought jab up air would work there too, but Zelda's probably too high percent for that.
I mean, I've just really been enjoying what we've been seeing from Blurr so far. Like spacing around that get up attack. We've seen some ledge stalls with Zelda up B.
Yeah, pretty confident play. Lean movement.
Okay, so I think let's take the opposite side and say, what do we need to see from Buns to turn this around? Like, it does seem like that there's kind of a struggle in this neutral game of just, throwing out a lot of short aerials, and then Blurr seems to be capitalizing on the landing lag.
Yeah, I definitely. Zelda is a character that she's definitely at a disadvantage if you camper, if you don't let her, if you make her approach. And I think especially if you're not super comfortable with Zelda's hitboxes to try and like bait and punish things.
Okay,
well, that's unfortunate.
A bit eager, yeah.
But a lol in the chat. She's not taking it too hard.
No, I think ultimately the choice was, hey, I'm behind. How can I do something big to get back?
That was not F-air, she says in the chat. Okay, so that was perhaps not on purpose. But yeah, I mean, when you're down several stocks, you do start having to make decisions like that.
Sorry, what was that, XYK? 100%.
For sure.
I do not think anything is wrong with... I mean, I've gotten 4-stocked on stream before. I've gotten 4-stocked on stream when I was very confident in myself. So if you're not getting 4-stocked on stream,
yeah, that's true.
You're doing great.
And I think like taking the stock with Waft is maybe significant. Like that might be a good strategy, is just sort of if you can hold on to your stocks longer, then Waft will be a pretty easy thing to secure stocks with.
Yeah. There is definitely some value in taking your time
in the Twitch chat.
Yeah,
Flor's trying to sell her on the box mid-set.
All right, well, whatever input method works for you, no worries. And yeah, come on, Pineapple, you got this, 100%.
Yeah, I'm sure we can see a more competitive game too, and there's a whole pool as well.
That's true. Ultimately, God, I love pools. As a side point, pools just as a structure is so nice to be able to get a variety of matches, and if you win one or lose one, it doesn't kill you for that to happen.
Yeah,
there's still a lot of chance to come back.
I think it's a great format if you have room and time for it. Round robin pools.
PineappleBuns has a
All right,
fight
they're
stick.
probably doing.
Fight stick.
Cool, cool.
PineappleBuns, hit us up for some Guilty Gear Strive when it's out.
They're probably doing this bans on Smash GG again. I can't actually see them.
Yeah.
I can see the results, but not the. I guess you gotta probably be like an admin to see the.
All right, so we're gonna see it right now, where we're.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
All right, going to Dreamland, trying to live longer.
Okay.
I think this makes sense for her trying to live longer and also just having more time to like get used to what's going on. I do this sometimes.
Yeah,
I'll go to a big stage just to give myself time.
Yeah, it did seem that Buns got caught off stage a lot, and sort of making more stage to play around on might be beneficial for them.
That was actually a really nice conversion.
Yeah,
really
and I
safe
like
little
the dash
pokes and
attack,
got
actually.
a clean 60% so far. Okay.
But that's on a side point. I really like how Blur's been using F tilt so far. It's been leading to a lot of nice setups or tech situations.
Yeah, you were talking about like it being a pokey matchup, but because F tilt sends behind, it's like a poke that also will set stuff up for you. Oh yeah, wow, was that a down air?
Yeah, really, really strong hit.
Yeah, that is a good trade. Oh, okay, but
it goes deep for it, and I big respect it.
Okay, that was probably supposed to be a backer. I can't imagine she intentionally like, I don't know, no impact land dash attacks. That was weird.
She might have been trying to set up an up air after the dash attack. If you get the late hit, I know Wario can do that for quite a lot of percent. But
I think Zelda's definitely a backer kill percent though.
She is, yeah. If she can get hit by any strong hit, she should. Ooh.
Ooh.
Waff should be able to bring it back, but no. Okay.
Saving
I respect saving it. Yeah, it's definitely a choice to say, well, I'm setting myself up for another edge guard situation. Is it what I want right this second?
Yeah, these edge guards definitely seem to be sort of the struggling point. Okay, you know what? Raw side B.
And yeah, and sometimes you just need to get a strong hit out there. Especially because we haven't seen a ton of shielding from Blurr. I think that was a good opportunity to toss out a side B and get the call out.
Got a nice little jab grab going there. I mean, this is not a very big lead, especially, you know, maybe these raw side Bs will be the move for this. With the waft on an edge guard, but also a big stage means you have more time to charge up waft.
Yeah, exactly. We are 2 full minutes in, so we definitely could get another one. Maybe another.
I think slowing it down versus Zelda is definitely a smart move, especially if you're getting kind of comboed a lot by going in.
That's that jump, but yeah, nice roll
really
up
clean
from
edge guard.
Blurr.
Yeah. Blurr just seems very ready to just like take any opportunity and convert really hard off of it, which is a very useful skill.
Oh, 100%. Oh gosh.
Gets a grab off that down air, grounded stun, down tilt.
The down tilt has like some wacky properties. It's a very weak meteor.
Yeah.
So it causes that flinch animation on a lot of characters for quite a long time.
All right, let's see the edge guard.
All right, tried to call out the spacing. Unfortunately, just misspaces a little bit. Yeah, it seems like Buns is struggling to sort of like close that gap between like Zelda's legs and her body.
Closing out stocks as well, like on a floaty character, can be very difficult. Your kill confirms aren't going to work for very long.
Yeah, you almost need to rely on those like heavy hitting moves like raw sometimes.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see another raw side B soon, or raw waft like that. It's unfortunate both of those have missed. They've both been like close.
Yeah, but coming down with that bear, definitely a nice way to get it. All right, we really have to watch out for these fairs from Zelda though, because they come out very fast and they will likely take the set if it.
It's so weird to me that Wario's F tilt is like basically a smash attack.
Yeah, it really is, and looks like
downer kills off the top.
Yeah, and I believe that's it. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, nice games to both of them.
Yeah.
Very glad to see some more Wario representation. I know not everyone loves Wario. I love Wario. I'll come out and say it. I think Wario is really cool. I think Zelda's cool too. I like a lot of characters.
Yeah, I think Zelda's really cool, especially when like Blurr was doing. You can pull off those orbitals. The cool confirms off side B. I think Zelda can do some really sick stuff. And
Zelda's so expressive. Like certain Zeldas rely so heavily on those teleport cancels as a way of like increasing mobility. And then, you know, obviously I've had a lot of experience with people who come over from Melee, so they're playing a lot more grounded, kicky Zeldas. But it's just nice that, and Ontario's had a lot of experience with Zeldas for some reason.
Yeah, we've got a lot of Zeldas, and they all play totally differently.
Yeah, like you very, very quickly could tell who you're watching.
All right. Speaking of who we're watching, we're about to be watching Blaze versus Calcium.
Okay, so
Calcium. Galeblaze plays Roy, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
and
sure who Calcium's playing currently.
Yeah, because Calcium is Calcium Ontario. I know I've seen them hanging around.
I was about to say they were, but I'm actually not sure. I think they might have joined our server a while ago when they were first starting the game.
More
I'm
than
not
welcome
sure where
to.
they're from. But hey, we can, I can rep them as a name I recognize, even if they're not actually from Ontario. I want to say Calcium maybe plays Ganon these days, but I think they've okay, Calcium's Michigan. Thank you, Porvu Link in chat.
Yeah.
Wario should be the P+ mascot, says Legonrio. Discuss. I feel like Roy and Mewtwo are very like PM characters because they weren't in Brawl and they kind of got ported over and redesigned, and they were sort of mascots